Greetings, First Presbyterian
Hello.
Church, White Bear Lake. It's Andrew
And Steph.
and Evelyn. And as you can see behind us, we have our Christmas tree up already. Like many families in this time of COVID, we're just making the house a little bit warmer and a little bit fuzzier and more cheerful. Maybe not fuzzier, but cheerful this year. We wanted to introduce an idea called There's No Place Like Home for the holidays with First Presbyterian Church, White Bear Lake. And the invitation is to just share some part of your Christmas or holiday tradition with us. It could be a favorite carol, it could be a favorite story, or maybe it's a song that's doesn't even have to do with Christmas, but that your family sings it as a fun tradition. Just to participate, if you could create a 2-minute video or less and share it with the office. Likely you'll need to share it with Google Drive or something similar. And then we'll put them together and share them out with the church. So we'll all have a little bit of time at home, but together for the holidays. We miss all of you and can't wait till we're together one more time. And we just wish you the most blessed Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, hey, good evening, folks, and welcome to our weekly update here at First Presbyterian Church. I hope you guys are all having a good week. I hope all of you are staying well. It's good to see a number of you online with us this evening. Len, good evening to you. Kathy, good evening to you. And Rich, I'm assuming you're there too. Art, it's good to have you with us as well. I do like it when folks comment on the live chat here on Wednesday night. It just lets us give a shout out to them. So welcome, Art. Let's see, who else do we have here? FPC WBL Kids, Shara, good evening to you and your family as well. Meg, it's good to have you with us tonight too, as always. Jenny Cragen is with us. And Jenny, I really like that quote that you found there on the news. Stay positive and test negative. It can be a challenge in these days to stay positive, but want to stay positive, keep doing the right thing and test negative. Monica, I'm glad you're with us this evening as well. I think that covers everybody that's here right now. So if anybody else comes in, we'll try and take note of that and say hi as well. I'm thankful you guys join me right now because I know the governor was also supposed to be speaking at 6 o'clock. So it's good to know that I have some sort of audience, even if it's a little less than Governor Walz will have this evening as he introduces new COVID restrictions for us here in Minnesota as we try to get this thing under control. I just really want to encourage all of us to remember it's not about not having youth sports or not being able to have restaurants and bars open. It's all about us trying to make sure we don't overwhelm the ICUs. I've seen so many people complaining about school boards and the way the schools are being run and the way the state is being run and the response to this and the response to that and what we're doing at the church. Are we doing the right thing? Can we get back? And the truth is, folks, I just genuinely believe that the vast majority of people are trying to figure out what an inexact science it is that we're dealing with, and they're trying to make the best decisions they can for the most people. So let's try and do our best, too, to support our leaders as they try to get us through this safely. There's vaccines now that are coming out that look like they have a 95% efficacy, so we're excited for that, too. Hey, CT, looks like you've joined us this evening now too, so welcome to our Wednesday night gathering. Hey, I opened with that video from Andrew and Steph and Evelyn. We really do want to encourage you to get something in, whether it's a Christmas poem, whether you want to sing a verse or two of a carol by your Christmas tree or your fireplace, and send it in to us, or a short skit, whatever your family enjoys doing or whatever you enjoy doing personally. We would like to put together a nice compilation video of our church family that we will be able to play for everybody around the Christmas season here. So if you have something, get it into us through the office. The office email is office@fpcwbl.org. A couple of other announcements too that we have. The blanket collection. Normally we have a blanket making in November and we cover the pews on the Sunday morning afterwards, but we can't do that this year. So our blanket collection for Marie Sandvik Center and Solid Ground will be this Saturday, November 21st from 10 to 1 in the church parking lot. So swing by, drop off your blankets that you've made or bought or however you've done them, and say hi to the folks that are collecting them. It's an opportunity to say hi in person maybe to a church member that you haven't seen for a while. Also on the Bloom Avenue side of the church, we do have our mitten tree tub collection there. And there you can drop off the mittens, the hats, the scarves, the socks, all those elements that we need to be able to, again, support Marie Sandvik Center and Solid Ground with some of their clients and the necessary items they need to get through the winter. Also, there is a box out there with care kits in it that are available to pick up and distribute to people less fortunate than ourselves too. A lot of people falling on hard times right now. People who might not normally be at the end of the freeway ramps looking for help are there. So grab one of those, swing by, grab one of those, 2 of those if you want, 3 of those, and distribute those as you see the need. Wednesday night YouTube update at 6 p.m. is going to have a special focus during Advent. We're going to take some time looking more at the Christmas story and how we unknowingly put our own sort of twists on the story. I'm going to call it Unwrapping Christmas. So we're going to dive into some of the cultural elements that maybe we're not aware of around the Christmas story, and I think it'll enhance our understanding of all that's going on. So I'm looking forward to starting that with you in a couple of weeks' time here. Also, the stewardship campaign is going on. You've probably heard that. You'll hear it a few times over the course of the rest of this month. The stewardship campaign does need your attention. If you haven't pledged yet, we are asking you to do that today. Pledges right now total $142,500, but we're looking to try to raise $300,000 through our pledges. A number of prayer requests have come in this week too. Before I get to the prayer requests though, I see Barb Knapp has come online, and perhaps Steve is with you too, but good evening to Steve and Barb as well. Again, it's always nice to have a group of folks come together here on a Wednesday night. Prayer requests, some of these you saw on Sunday. Paul Boswell's mom, Gail, is recovering from her surgery following a heart attack and having a stent put in. So we're glad to hear that she is doing well and recovering. Sue Hunt's family member, Bill Jepson, has recurring cancer. We want to keep Bill in prayer. Dave Johnson, his father, is on hospice care right now. We want to keep Dave and his dad and the family in prayer. Dave's dad has his 90th birthday coming up at the start of December, and it's his goal to get through that, so we want to pray to that end as well. Yvonne Schultz's son-in-law is currently recovering from surgery, so our prayers are with Al and his family. And we also have a friend of Dee Moore's. The family of Adam Williams are in grief right now because Adam has recently died, and so we want to keep them in our prayers too. And for all those who are continuing to battle COVID, Beth and Andy Brostrom's niece who has COVID. We have Jenny has a cousin who is battling COVID right now, so I want to keep them and others in prayer. And again, like I mentioned earlier, supporting our leadership in the community. They're making hard decisions, so let's keep the school district in prayer as well at this time. So, brief thought for the week for you this week is this: broken crayons still color. Broken crayons still color. The picture that you can see here on the screen is drawn by a friend of Jenny's and mine, Chris Burrows. Chris is an artist living in Virginia, in Centerville, Virginia. And we have a print of this hanging over our computer at home. It's over our main computer in our back room. And it's a constant reminder to us that, yes, even broken things can create something truly beautiful. I don't know about you, but there are times in my life where I feel broken, where I feel as if I have nothing to contribute. Times when I feel like there's no real meaning, purpose, sense of direction. I feel lost. Have been times in my life where I have felt that I have been without value. And yet the truth is, broken crayons can still color. Even at those times in our lives where we feel our most broken, God can still use us to make beautiful things. In fact, when I think about it from a theological perspective, the truth theologically is we are all broken. And so all the beauty, all the good that we are able to bring into this world comes in spite of the fact that we're broken. You see, No matter what you have going on in your life today, no matter how broken you feel, no matter how you might be struggling with the isolation with COVID, you can still make a difference. That's the beauty of the gospel of God's grace. Because when God's grace comes to us, God is once again able to make something beautiful out of the broken. In fact, as I'm talking now, I'm thinking about a form of Japanese art. And I can't remember what it's called because I didn't look it up ahead of time. But they will take a broken pot and they will mend it, but they will mend it and mend the crack by using gold to fill in the crack. And they create something that is truly beautiful out of that which is broken. Folks, that's what I want to leave you with this week, is to think about how broken crayons still color. How even when you feel broken, even when you feel lost, God can and will still use you to make something beautiful in this world, all because of God's grace. My prayer this week is that God's grace would be abundant in each of your lives, that you would have a deep sense of God's presence with you tonight. Be at peace. Know that God is with you. And remember, even if you're feeling broken, you can still color and create something beautiful. God bless you all this evening. Peace.